public, like say before you had kids, when you were in your 20s, were you all right?
I was just getting ready to go off.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, when you were in your 20s, before you were a mom or anything, what did you think a stay-at-home mom was doing? And you probably, did you have a stay-at-home mom?
My mom worked.
Okay.
Okay, so my mom worked. And this is funny. I didn't actually think this in my 20s. I thought this like 5 years ago, okay? Because I'm Judgy McJudgerson sometimes. And I was like working full time, and I had one kid and paid all kinds of money to send him to daycare. And I thought stay-at-home moms is the biggest free ride ever. Okay, because you get to stay at home, you get to paint your nails, you get to watch TV, you can have play dates, you can do puzzles with your kid, and you get to really enhance their learning, and you're going to be hands-on, and you cherish all this time, and it's just an absolute walk in the park. Okay, so when I became a stay-at-home mom, I took my big fat spoon, and I ate all those words like this, right? Because that is the biggest pile of crap, okay? Because it's not like that, okay? Like, there are definitely perks to staying at home, but there are perks to not staying at home. Like, you're always on, never a break, always on, and it's hard both ways, right? But it's so funny, the conception that people have of stay-at-home moms. Graham is 6. He turned 6 in December. The twins, Loie and Tucker, are 4. And Emily is 2, and they all have birthdays within a month of each other. She did. Well, just a sec. Hey, Emmy, if that's Tucker's, you need to give it back.
It is mine.
It is yours. Okay. For breakfast, depends if I had groceries or not. But usually, I mean, eggs or bagels or granola bar or Nutri-Grain bar or fruit, yogurt. Some sort of combo. Like some weeks I have planned out breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like even if it's just I write down grilled cheese and soup, but I know that's what we're having. So I come over and I'm like, okay, it's Wednesday. Grilled cheese and soup, done. And I don't have to think about it. So I'm like, if I would just do that as a gift to myself on Sunday night, but Sunday night, Adam and I are usually like, you know. Sarah mentioned this earlier, you know, like her kids are just as crazy as the next person's kids, and you know, being at home at one house is just like being at home in a house, you know, down the road. It's the same circumstance, you know, you're in the house with the kids and they're all acting crazy, you know, or they're not. I mean, it's funny, you recognize that all kids kind of act the same way. Graham's school starts at 8. The late bell, or the bell usually rings about 7:15. Graham really does not want the late bell to ring for him. So we usually get in the car, 7:30, we start heading to the car, I should say.
When I got out of school and we kind of moved back to town, and we thought, you know, what are we going to do and how are we going to do this? First of all, we only had one kid. We thought, well, this will be easy. She was on cloud 9, getting to stay home with her 6-month-old, and I got to go to work, and it was fresh and new and exciting. And then we had the twins, and that was exciting, yet there's a lot of ambiguity on how we're going to do this and what's next, and how do you take care of twin infants with a 2-year-old running around, and you're going to do this all by yourself while I'm at work. You know, that's when we really had to kind of turn from let's go with the flow with the 6-month-old to okay, now we need to be a little more planned and a little more scheduled, and or at least think about it, because you can't put any twin situation in a schedule either. We learned that quickly.
After having twins, whether you're a structured person or not, you become sort of structured, because for survival mode, you just have to, in order to make your family life work, kind of do routines. So really it's just disciplining yourself a lot of times, which is hard, because sometimes you're just tired and you want to go to bed or watch TV or something, you know. But mornings do go better when I've laid out their clothes and that kind of stuff. Okay. All right, Graham, Loie, Tucker. Daddy's idea of cooking is like grilled cheese, which I'm all about. Grilled cheese is great, but that's right. Yes. Does Loie have something? Probably saw laundry baskets at the top of the stairs. I have 2 over there. I have clean laundry in the laundry room. There's dirty in there. I mean,
constant laundry. I mean, laundry is like a full-time job. And then when you get behind, you're just like, oh, painful. Okay, you want to wear it, or you want mommy to hold it?
I have a makeup curler. Can
Your
I
fishing
take
lure?
my fishing lure?
Yeah.
But where is it?
Then we can't take it. Right? We're not taking the fishing lure that you cannot find.
And I think our faith in God allows us to kind of put stress in the right place, and then therefore we can deal with it together, okay? But it's every day is a different challenge, and every week has its different hardships. But it's going with the flow and making sure you're supporting each other while knowing, okay, we can't get rid of them. We would never do it, and we would never get rid of them. We're not getting rid of each other. So we need to figure out as a family how to make it work.
I do have a little side job. I'm the preschool choir director at Crossroads. And so Graham and Loie and Tucker are all in the preschool choir. That's about 6 to 8 hours a week. A little more when it's our Christmas show, or our spring show's coming up at the end of April. And it's just about a 20-minute show that I actually put together myself, so a little pressure there. I honestly don't think I could do more than that at this time with their ages and all of them. I was a teacher before I had kids, and people always ask if I'm going to go back, and I don't think I don't know. I don't think I could go back, or would want to go back. I'm sure I could. Would want to go back now that they're going to be involved in sports, and homework is going to be intense. You want that one again? Again! Listen to that song again. Adam makes fun of me because he'll ask if I've heard a certain song. No. If it's not on the Easter CD or VeggieTales, then no, I haven't. Adam and I are high school sweethearts. We've dated since he was a freshman and I was a sophomore in high school. And I knew he was a driven guy, and I knew from the get-go I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom eventually. And so that's why I picked the career of teaching, because I knew that was possible, and having summers off if I was going to, but I really didn't even want to do that. Once I had kids, I really wanted to stay home, and I knew in high school Adam loved kids, and I had asked him, would you be okay with me staying home in high school? And he was like, yeah, I want you to be able to do that. My mom did that, and his mom did that. So some days when I've been having a crazy day with them, and then I go and teach 60 preschoolers music, I'm like, maybe this age group is a little overkill right now. But no, I do feel called to work with children, and so that's been really my niche. It's been good. Did you put your muffins in there?
No.
No? Here, come here. Come here. Forgot the snack.
Yeah.
Come here. Give me your backpack. I'm gonna stick these in there. Now these are not all for you to eat, but you can stick them, get a snack out, okay? Problem solved. You're good to go. All right, bye buddy.
So I guess you just carry lots of junk.
I mean, you should see my purse.
I need her for there to be more love in the family too, and the kids to feel that. Not that I don't give it out; I give it out all the time. I hope, but the kids just need that from her. I mean, I can tell them I love them all day long, and hug them, but because they are with her all the time, they need their mommy to love them every day and be there almost at will when they need it.
Did you call Gigi?
Hi,
She on FaceTime?
Hey, Loie, give that to Mama real quick. Hey, Mom, I'll call you right back in a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Sorry. Give me that Bazzy. What's a goose say?
Quack.
No, honk. Honk, honk. You can say quack. Why not?
I'm a stay-at-home mom, so my alone time is very slim, as I'm sure most of you can understand. So I put a really bright nightlight in my bathroom so that I can come in here and I keep the light off, and he doesn't know where I am.
I guess you're getting a big rush from the workout.
Yes, and it just, yeah, I totally do, and I feel it gives me energy the rest of the day. Like I'm totally awake now and get my best work done in the morning. It's key. Whenever you can find someone, and I guess in any walk of life, that's going through the same thing as you automatically have that common bond. And so motherhood is a big bond.
We're back to the Easter songs.
Easter! It's still Easter in our car. I know. Do you guys want to listen to a different CD?
Yeah.
Yeah? Ooh, we got yeah. Let's see what we got here.
Can I have my jelly bean?
Your jelly beans? Not yet, buddy. I bet when we're at the bank, though, I bet they'll give you some fruit snacks. You think?
Mommy, that was my candy over there.
Which one?
What's that bunny?
Oh, it's still back there. Don't worry.
Eat it.
We'll get it in a second, honey.
Mommy.
Loey cake. Loey cake. You're not gonna get your candy if you act like that.
Mommy.
Wait, is it in your chair?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get it in a minute.
Yeah.
Hey, Emmy, can you give it to Loey since that's hers? Thank you. Can you sit down and buckle? Get your egg. One.
I want one.
Okay, you can have one. Hold on, let me talk to the lady. We'll see what she says. They know us. I was like, how many kids are with you? Think it'll be good? Let's go to Target. Yeah.
Something is really interesting today. You know, I have 4 kids, and there are 4 kids here in the home. And as I'm watching Sarah interact with the kids, and it's the morning and it's chaos, and I'm like, how can she do this all day, you know? And then I'm like, oh my God, I do that too, you know? And I think we just do what we can. We do what we have to do, right? But as I'm watching her, it was interesting. The things that went on in my mind was, how is she gonna do this all day? I'm tired watching her, you know? And when she said she had to go to Target, I was like, no, don't do it, you know? Because I was, you know, I just thought in my mind, like, this is gonna be crazy, you know? And people say that to me. And so, I don't know, it's been really interesting watching how this goes.
I get to do like this. Can I do like this?
Say, this is one reason we go to Target. The cart. Toys, we've pretty much been able to escape, except the dollar bin. Sometimes the dollar bin snags us. Figure we can fork out $3. What's that? Beat the parents?
Yeah.
I don't know about that game.
Sounds like an idea.
Wait a minute. I don't like that idea.
Do you ever just go shopping for yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every now and then, my favorites are Marshalls and TJ Maxx. And so, I don't know, we may be out and Adam on the weekend or something. If we're putting the kids to bed and I'm like, can I just go to TJ Maxx for like 45 minutes by myself? And he's leery to say yes because he knows I can do some damage in 45 minutes at TJ Maxx. But it's just is fun to browse and not have to be like grabbing stuff and throwing it in. Oh, it's like therapy. Shopping by myself. I mean, even like, there's been moments when it's been crazy at home. He would get home from work and I would literally go sit in like the parking lot at Licks and eat in silence. And like, enjoy. Okay, Emily, do not hit Tucker.
But when it comes to what she does, I mean, she's amazing at how she takes care of it. But until I would have a day off and I'd come home and spend it, probably after the twins got old enough to run around and cause trouble and start fights and have fun and play with each other as well, I didn't get to see the ups and downs as much because I was gone. But I get a little bit of it every night when I come home too. So
Pretending that we're gonna hit us, but he is gonna hit us.
He's not going to hit you.
But I don't want him, and he has a flashlight in it, and I don't like that.
Sometimes my husband and I, like, we'll just start laughing during the middle of something because it's so crazy and silly of why a fit is going on that you just start laughing, and then Humor gets you through a lot.
Something that struck me was funny. You know, I have these picture frames in my house too that don't have pictures in them, and she does too. And I was like, oh wow, you're like me. Like, you have this beautifully decorated walls with these picture frames, and they're not even your family. They're just some random people. And I felt very like validated. I just looked at Sarah and I said, hey, okay, I'm not so
I know those people
bad.
too.
If I need a few minutes to myself, I will take a Reese's Nutrageous candy bar and a glass of milk and eat it in the bathroom with the door locked. This way I don't have to share it, and I get my 5 minutes apiece without my husband and 4 children asking me to do something.
Adam and I have just decided, like, we have this big old long list of like, we need to hang out with them. Let's call them. And we're actually trying to do that. And then just come over. We'll order pizza. Nobody has to make anything. And then our kids can just play. And then they're at a phase now where they go play, and then we can actually sit down and talk, you know, and it's not forever, but it's something. And so we are starting to try and be a little more social now that we don't have babies anymore. So that's something. Because I honestly feel like I'm surrounded by people, but oftentimes I am lonely, you know, because you are with them and you're talking with them the whole time, but sometimes you don't have time to hang out anymore. Like with the 4 of them, I don't honestly have time to do play dates and that kind of stuff anymore. I'm busy. Whereas with Graham, we did play dates and we'd go do our thing and actually pay for a babysitter probably once every 3 months. I mean, not often, because we have our parents, both of them. So and they will watch the kids, which is very nice.
Dates are great to make sure that, you know, we go back to dating life and before we had kids, and hopefully rekindle whatever passion or whatever we can put back into our day and our relationship. But I don't know if there's a magic formula for how often that needs to happen. I think it just needs to happen at some point.
Adam is so wonderful in helping me do anything I ask him to do. But to plan it himself, he just wants to do whatever I plan. And I'm like, no, babe, I want you to plan a date. Like, plan it and let's do it. Rare. But I knew this going in, like, since high school.
I need to know that she enjoys being with me, apart from the kids and with the kids, and she does too. And it's just all those things. I think each of us needs to have that, not validated, but just reinforced from time to time.
Children is hard on marriage. You have to find the balance of being able to still communicate. That is our biggest issue, is communication with one another. Because if we don't communicate and then we just kind of, well, fine, he's mad at me or she's mad at me, and it's not that. It's, I miss you, I truly do, but I have to get through this moment and this time with the kids. And pick a hobby that doesn't take 6 hours, babe.
Right.
I mean, his parents got him golf lessons for his birthday last year. The poor guy has never been able to use them because I'm like, no, I need you. I need you. And I do need him.
Hours?
And I do, yes.
I'm cool if you leave for 2 hours.
Uh-huh, right. You need breaks here and there, but golf right now, I tell him, like, someday, babe, you can play golf a lot, but right now you can't.
And when they start having kids club at the golf
Right.
place, then you're game.
Kids club at the golf. This is an idea. We could start that.
Stop.
Other than rearing the kids, is that your responsibility?
Yes, I handle usually all the mail. Okay, hold on, I gotta get a child buckled tighter. Is your thing too tight? I like to cook. I found I like to cook, but cooking with kids is usually just, it's like the most stressful hour of the day. 4 to 5 is really hard. Probably 4 nights a week.
And when would you have started that dinner?
Depends if it was a crock pot one or not. If it's a crock pot one, when I got home after working out, I would have made it and put it in there. And then, but if not, then usually about 4 is my.
So what's going on tonight?
It's a good question. Easter cookies and a chicken breast. We're gonna have rice and chicken. I'm gonna squirt lime on it and saute some veggies.
Yeah, it was difficult not to help, you know. I wanted to fold the laundry with her. I wanted to like scoop up behind her and start picking up the dishes and helping the kids get their shoes on and stuff. I mean, that's because that's, you know, what I do at my house. And it was actually really difficult for me today at some point. I think as the day went on, I started missing my kids, you know, and like, I don't even want to be a stay-at-home mom, but like there's a part of me that envies her. She loves it and enjoys it, and I don't. And there's a huge guilt there, you know, on my part, that I wish that I enjoyed it more. And it's like her calling, and it's not mine. So it's really, really, really interesting. You know, I think I'm not super unique, because I know that there are some moms that work part-time that get the luxury of kind of having a little bit of both worlds. But yeah, it was tough today. It was more tough than I thought it was going to be.
Hey. Me just saying, I need help. And so he's like, well, how can I help you? And me being honest, instead of just having a smart reply of like, I don't know, find something to do. Actually, I want you to take the kids, go upstairs. Okay. And then he does it and you're like, okay, that really helped. That was what I needed. Versus just being like, I don't know, just help. And then he's just, you know, walking into a situation that you haven't been in, you're not in it. You're like, I don't really know what to do to help for it. But yeah, being very clear, direct, exactly what I need. And he'll say, how can I help?
Hey!
Luckily, he's excited to come home and see them. So his best way of helping me sometimes is the kids will attack him, and then I'm like, take him upstairs to the playroom and let me finish grilling chicken, or you know, whatever it is I'm doing. And then he's excited to play with the kids, and that's our best solution right now. Welcome home, Daddy.
Yes, it would be awesome if I came home every day and she greeted me at the door with a hug, and you know, all the kids ran up and hugged me, and that doesn't happen all the time. But I understand that, and I don't expect it all the time. It's just we have to remember to give little bits of that so we don't totally.
Is it hard for you to walk in the door and that's what you're faced with? For me, it would be so hard. I don't know.
At first it is. I think on some of those days, especially when I may have had the best day in the world, and I come home and it just can kill your emotions real quick, and that's a little kind of like, you know. But on the flip side, I may have had the worst day in the world, and you match that with coming home to that, it's kind of like, oh, there's gonna be 3 to 4 more hours of tough day, you know. But once again, if I'm not communicating with her and vice versa, to me, it's keeping yourself out of getting consumed with yourself and thinking it's me. It's, you gotta think us.
Graham, would you like to pray? Tucker, do you want to say the prayer? Yeah? Okay. Go ahead, buddy.
Dear God, thank you for the food and the shark roar. And me and Wally opened it and we got in time out. Amen.
Amen. There's a confession. We try. Sometimes we're both just tired, and our time together ends up being both sitting on the couch watching mindless TV. But we try and talk then before we go to bed.
There are days that I am counting down the minutes to bedtime. And this is why. I love you.
We try to put the kids to bed by 8 is our goal. It's during school. And if we can achieve that, we're like high-fiving. Like, yes, we did that. And he's all hands on deck. We're doing it together. Bedtime is full family affair. And
Not sharing.
not sharing. Hey, Loie, one more game and then we'll give it to Emmy. Okay. Yay. So I'm just grateful for a husband that is willing to try and help me through the crazy moments. I mean, he's really good. He understands that I've had hard days and gives me a lot of grace. The house that we bought, the wife had passed away from cancer, and when they had moved, they had left some wind chimes. And there's one by the garage and one on our back porch. And I normally am not a wind chime person, but after moving the house, I kind of took it as a reminder from this lady, from Robin, that, you know, you get to live with your family, you get to live with your kids, so appreciate every moment. And it's amazing when the wind chimes will really get going. Yeah. When my kids are going crazy, I'll hear those wind chimes and just remind me that I am privileged to get to be with my family and raise them. So it's like a little reality check. So I'm trying to appreciate that.
Yeah,
and it really has helped.
She's proof that things can change like that.
Oh my word, absolutely. Yes, and I have learned through this parenting, it's very humbling. Just everybody's going through something, so don't judge somebody for, you know, what's going on in their life, because everybody has something going on. Like looking back in my journal from high school, like I'm living exactly the life that I had wanted to live, you know, married to Adam, being a stay-at-home mom, having 4 kids, and so I feel really blessed, but it's just been harder than I expected it to be. But it's really good. I really enjoy it though.
This is a really big topic for me, I think for all women. You know, when we had one kid, I want to be a stay-at-home mom, it's gonna be great, this is gonna be so fulfilling, I'm gonna love it, you know. I thought that I could do that, and then I tried it, and I basically filled my whole day with stuff. And I'm just not a stay-at-home mom, and this is really funny because I told my husband, I said, oh, I can't wait to be a stay-at-home mom, I'm gonna volunteer, I'm gonna be in the community, I'm gonna do all these things, and James was like, well, who's gonna watch the kid? And I was like, oh, didn't think about that.
Totally forgot the kids.
I know.
The whole mom part went out the window.
I was like, this will be great, I'll have all this time to do all these things I want to do. It just didn't make any sense.